Hello, everybody. Welcome. Oh, good grief! Right in my face. Good grief. Why does it have to do that? Anyway, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Nagabashes. Today, we are going to play King's Quest because I'm bored out of my mind. Okay. I suppose we'll stay on this save slot then. I'm sure we weren't anywhere. Yeah. Okay. Um, I have played this before, for the record. Uh, in fact, I've completely beaten it. It's a fun game. It's cool. I like it. But it has been a while. Probably in part due to the fact that I, probably played it so much that I just kind of got bored of it. It's just like I've completed all the puzzles, I've done everything I want to do. So, you know, I like it's just how it is.
I had not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look.
Yeah. So, hope you enjoy. I hope I manage to how do I say? I hope I manage to not be too good, essentially. I hope this is still enjoyable instead of kind of a walkthrough. If I hope that makes
It
sense.
was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either.
Um, yeah, I am going with a new strategy. I've so far just said, my videos on PlayStation can be up to an hour long. I think, yeah, I set a alarm for 15 minutes, and not to say
Two
that,
odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened.
um, not to say that I necessarily can't go farther and like do more than 15 minutes. But I think I am going to try to cut off right around there, and it'll at least give me some sense of time for how long I've been playing. So that,
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind.
yeah. Because, I don't know. They're like, yeah.
Nestled beneath a
I've
slumbering
been,
pile of teeth and claws
I don't know.
was...
I've been enjoying.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
Do you want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to...
My way, too. Add a shinier hat to my collection.
Such a cool way to put, become king. Anyway, what was I gonna say? I can't focus when he keeps talking over me. Yeah, I've been enjoying this more and a little bit more into it. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can slightly increase,
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped?
some of
What
my,
did you do?
Well, I use my
statistics
cleverness to outsmart
by
the trap.
just, changing some things. In this case,
Then I use my cleverness to hide.
time spent, because, yeah, this way, hopefully, I shouldn't be, yeah, it shouldn't be an hour long of me, which I get is not, like,
Luckily, that half-blinded beast
the
never
most...
noticed
Oh,
me in bed.
hold up.
Dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers.
What did you use?
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall.
Alright. Yeah, as I was saying,
This
I've been
cave
getting
seemed to
into
be filled with failed adventures.
I'm getting more into making content. It is fun. I do enjoy it. Like I've said before, maybe I've said this before, I do have to moderate what I say. I'm not...
After he briefly basked in the
I'm
sun,
not like...
the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend.
Like... Yeah. It's just because YouTube and... Yeah. Not to say I'm like... Never mind. I, like... I hope it is understandable what I'm trying to say. Because, yeah. Because I don't think I can explain it very well. Alright, and then we wait. Yeah, having fun with it, and I'm enjoying it, and I really like seeing checking every day the channel and whatnot. It's jolly good fun. Okay, don't step on any bones. Don't step on any bones. Don't step on any bones. Don't step. Rude. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Yeah. I guess the reason I'm saying an alarm instead of
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch.
How do I say? What was I saying? Wow, this is I'm really good at this. Yeah, the reason I'm saying alarm instead of just like setting it to where my videos automatically end is in part so I can do a outro, like a goodbye, and in part if like we're at a semi-important part or whatever, I have plenty of time to just go back and say, do what I need to do. Yeah. So, I hope this is better. I probably should just if I really cared, I'd probably go on ahead and start editing my videos,
The mirror
because,
called out to me.
yeah. And yeah, there's a couple things I want to do, but
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
let's see if it'll. There we go. Like I was kind of trying to say, this just gives me essentially more leeway, more room to do what I need to do and whatnot. Of course, maybe one day, like, I'll be better at this and whatnot, and I'll be able to just tell, which would certainly be nice. I don't know. Oh!
Let me guess. You escaped with only a flesh wound.
Ooh! Yeah, so I need to pay better attention. Because, that's bad. I did not hit that rope. I did not hit the rope in this game, I've never failed that. Now this, I think I have failed at least once. I know I've occasionally failed these. You have a space to lay down, come on. Alright. Yeah, that's what I think I failed. That's probably the toughest part. Just because, like, you're expecting to have to shoot at the dragon. Shoot at that. Oh, it can't reach me. Yes. You realize the dragon is a horrible predator so far. I mean, seriously, he's like, I will kill you. And I'm just like, well, what is that? How does that help you? You need fed, right? What's
With
the
a magic
point?
mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become.
Meow. Alright.
In that split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have
And there it
rippling
is.
consequences.
That's just bad. I could do that. Uh, dragon on my side. Because I was very nice to the dragon. So, that's the idea here. Why does it need to eat me when I set it free? Of course, to be honest, if I was in the exact same situation, I would have just shot at it. I just know that I can do that, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, in a similar situation, I'd just be like, nope!
Shaking in my arms,
I
I
don't-
barely gripped the rope.
Die.
With the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there's so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Like, why did you set the dragon free even though he was trying to eat you?
I set him free because, well, over the years I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was never shown any kindness. On that day, I forgave the dragon for his atrocious past.
You have such a bizarre way of making friends, Grandpa. I guess I do too. I'm known as Gwendolyn the Popular back home. But only to my stuffed bunnies.
I've always found it best to pursue friends where I can, though they don't always feel the same about me.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've
I
ever
don't
been.
need rest,
Though
I need answers.
wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
Alright.
Well, hello, cousin.
Guard!
I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
Got here as fast as we could. And I like Grandpa's stories. Especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast that he set free. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before or he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm of course favored to win and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
Yeah, apparently this is not the game for me if I want to ramble and talk, because I'm kind of trying to let it say what it
Come in,
wants.
Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now let's talk about far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of...
Okay, I just want to say that I actively have some pretty decent foam type sparring swords. I'm definitely not like great with them. But I'm just gonna pick which one I generally do. Well, it's no fun if everyone's mean, but I mean to an excess. So, but definitely not the act of kindness. Well, not definitely not, but still. Like, you can be nice, but there's no excessive need to be like, I don't know. Like, if I'm sparring a really good friend, I might tease him a little bit. If I'm sparring someone else, it's a, like, thank you, or just a, like, that was fun, or something like that. Like, there's no, yeah. Be cool. Quick-wit distractions. For that, I mean, it could work, but not if they're good. I'm rambling too long, aren't I? Anyway, point is, I definitely like...
Precision through practice and a deft maneuver or two. Train harder and follow your instincts. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story. One I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I had seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
Well, I was gonna... Man, I'm really
Well,
trying to
Triumph,
get through this.
looks as good a place as any to camp for the
thing.
night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
Thud. Anyway, as I was saying, one of my favorite things I've ever done to win is there's a time I was sparring, fighting my dad. He is straight up a lot better than me at it. Oh, how? There was nothing there. Anyway, point is, sparring, fighting my dad.
Gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcome the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization.
And I might have been fighting him with my left hand. He was fighting me with his... I think he was fighting me with his left hand, and I was going left-handed too. We're both right-handed, I think. I think my dad is. I don't know. He should be. I would be very thrown off if he wasn't. Anyway, point is, we're both fighting left-handed. Him just because, I don't know, to make me feel better or something. And me because I was like, it is hard for me to fight him like that, and I am okay with my left hand. So we were fighting, and he like raises his sword up, I switch hands, I like get his arm right there, and I felt so good in that moment, and I've not won much since then, but still. Anyway, that's the episode. I hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, this seems like a pretty decent stopping point, so I'm going to stop here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you later. Bye!